Humble to be here on episode 19 of Holistic Anime. Um, Getting right into it today. I was able to find the time and make the time, more importantly, um, to um, indulge in some anime today. Um, and my thought process behind what I chose to indulge in um, is based off what I've been talking to you guys about the last couple episodes, which is what anime am I going to indulge in next uh, for a longer span of time? Um, is it going to be Cowboy Bebop? That's a 26 episode anime duration. Or is it going to be Baki the Grappler, which has 3 seasons of 3 parts of one whole show on Netflix and a separate part on Netflix of a different um, storyline, along with the 7 part DVD complete set anime that was briefly aired on HBO um, years ago, about 15, 16 years ago. Um, Between those two, um, I've chose to possibly watch a little bit of both to see which one gets me going more, which one is more aligned with what I'm currently enduring on a day-to-day basis, uh, where I'm heading, right? Um, Not where I've watched it from a different state of consciousness before um, this current mindset that I'm in, aligning with, especially with content I indulge in. I don't like to use the word consume um, because I'm not right. I'm making very concise, um, thorough decisions to indulge in certain media. Um, and anime shows are media, uh, right? They're shows. Um, so I am thinking of indulging in a little bit of the movie, possibly, because that's what I resonate with most at this current point in time. Something that's my spirit is calling to watch based on the parts and scenes in that movie of Cowboy Bebop. Um, right? One reason that I'd probably indulge in Baki, the grappler, moving forward is based on my training, physical and mental training, which I am currently doing and investing my time into uh, consciously and um, very self-aware decision based on, again, who I am at my core and my pillars and my truth of who I am. Right? And why I say that is because, just to get a little bit personal with you guys, since I was a young boy, right, I took martial arts, Shotokan karate to be exact, for close to a decade before letting it go and not necessarily quitting, but making a decision to not continue it any further. Um, uh, I wouldn't say impulsively. I'm sure there was a good reason that I was subconsciously not choosing it again right before I entered high school. So up to eighth grade, I believe. I was doing Shotokan karate. So I was indulging in at that time, yes, consuming a lot of martial arts media. I would go to martial arts stores with my dad to pick up posters, um, items, uh, uh, weapons martial artists use, um, right? Tools. Um, and I would consume in a lot of media at that time. So that would be like martial arts movies, basically, to put it simply. Um, ever since a young age. And then I came across Baki, which I've given you a short story about in previous episodes about catching it on HBO, organically finding the box set, complete box set, at a Best Buy that was closing down. So they put everything on sale. Little side note is I bought the movie Fearless with Jet Li in it, um, or my dad and I did, because we're both martial arts connoisseurs. Um, at the same time as I bought Grappler, Baki the Grappler, the anime, back in right before high school, I believe. Um, I don't believe I watched it as consciously or thoroughly um, when I got it right before high school or through high school until that summer um, after high school, where I completely aligned with it. Um, so, long story short, or a little lesson to anyone out there, sometimes something you um, partake in or find interest in um, will not necessarily align with you at that moment in time, but over time might find the right time, a sweet spot in time that you align with something and it gravitates towards you and you completely immerse yourself in it. Vice versa, it immerses itself in you, and you find a um, before I would say passion, but more right now I would say love and a discipline, more of a discipline towards anime, right? Because I said I was a consumer before as a martial artist, but growing into training, which is also something I love to do, uh, the core of everything I found out later down the line that I love to do um, had a mental discipline to it. One of those things is anime for me. Um, so it's a continued practice, which is why moving forward, I um, gravitated towards me, Baki the Grappler, because it is about martial arts and being the best martial artist in the world. That's who Baki is, and his dad is claimed to be the strongest in the world between beast and man in nature. Um, I don't want to give any spoilers on the actual show. I feel it's much more rewarding to watch it wherever you are in your anime journey, um, consumer or indulger or what I find myself to be now, to not just be a, training martial artist, uh, connoisseur, but a physical and mental wellness connoisseur. I find myself to be a anime connoisseur as well. I love it. Um, so I indulged in 2 episodes of that today, and it gave me what I anticipated after not watching the first episode on Netflix of the second part of the second series, not of the 3-part series, but of the 1-part series. I watched the second episode and I started there the first time I watched it, but this time I actually started episode 1 and I watched the first and second episode, a little bit of the third, and it gave me uh, not what I anticipated, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Um, really, not much to say about it, as I'm finding what to indulge in completely next between Bebop and Baki the Grappler. Um, so yeah, if I find a third uh, in the race, I will let you guys know. But that's all in this episode 19 of Holistic Anime. Peace.